Mumbai never sleeps. But at Grand Road, one heartbeat has stopped. After 112 years, the legendary Irani cafe Merwan and Company has closed its doors forever, standing its devoted staff and loyal customers.
First customers I very clearly remember were the vegetable vendors who used to come.
First, there were taxiwalas and middle class people.
The moment you step out of Grand Road station, you get the aroma of the cakes and bakery products. He also had early morning, 6 o'clock, maska pav and a cup of tea. Common people who could afford only that, would enjoy.
Mumbai's iconic Irani cafe Merwan and Company, a 112-year-old Grand Road staple, was founded in 1914 by Iranian migrant Boman Merwan Nazarabadi. It shut its doors permanently on January 1, 2026. A simple handwritten note on the shutters read, "We're closed. We thank you for your patronage." Shocking loyal customers who cherished its bun maska, mawa cake and milky chai served amid vintage wooden booths. The third generation family member Darius Ankalaseria cited aging owners, disinterested new generation and burdens of sustaining a legacy amid rising costs as a reason for closure, making another loss in the fading Irani cafe culture that once fed generations of Mumbaikars and people who moved there to earn their living. The identity of Mumbai, or Bombay as it was once known, was intrinsically linked to textile mills, with as many as 130 coming up between 1860 and the 1980s. And most of the workers were migrants from Satara, Sangli, Kolhapur and Ratnagiri, the Konkan coast, and smaller numbers came from Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. 2/3 of Mumbai's workforce were mill workers. Spotting a massive opportunity in the blue-collar migration wave, as per historian Kurush Dalal, Iranians living in the city began catering to mill workers and laborers by opening tea shops. Khudadad Aushtery led the way, starting one in Dhobi Talao in early 19th century.
If you notice, most of the Irani cafes used to be at corners. And the reason for this was that corners were considered very bad vastu by Hindus. So they would get a corner much cheaper than they would get something that was not in a corner. And the Irani was like, are you telling me that I get double frontage for less money than single frontage? And they were like, okay, if you guys are crazy about it, that's not our problem, right? So there were two things very important about the Irani cafe model. Now the first basically was that they were a volumes business. They were not a business which was, my margin should be 30% and stuff like that. Their margins were fractional. The idea was volume. How many cups of tea can I sell a day? How many bun maskas can I sell a day? How many patties can I sell a day? How many biscuits can I sell a day? That was what it was about. So they were a bakery and they were a tea shop joined together. So they were making their own products and selling their own products also, which is a huge thing. So, they were cutting out the middleman on many levels, and they were introducing products that were not familiar to Indians, but at the same time were very happy to consume the same. None of these migrants really had the money to put up an entire cafe. So it was always put together in a community manner, especially the early cafes. So the early Irani cafes, the early Irani restaurant cum bakeries were put together in a community manner. There are bakeries that were standalone, like Yazdani, which is owned by a single family. But almost all the cafes were made up of multiple partners, and these were called paisa partners. The person who was actually running the place, who would get a working salary, would probably sometimes be less than 20 paisa partner.
Irani cafes like Merwan were catering to a busy city's workforce, offering their iconic bun maska chai at affordable prices. Between 1947 and 1960, minimum daily wages for Mumbai's textile mill workers ranged from 30 rupees to 40. According to Nazarabad family member, the proprietors of Merwan Cafe, the cost of Irani chai was priced between 15 to 50 paisa per cup, while the bun maska was between 10 to 20 paisa during that time, making this combo a staple and affordable breakfast for countless mill workers before their dawn shifts.
One thing I had observed is that when I used to come at 5:30 in the morning, you see, and be there, means till the shop opened and, kind of customers. First customers, I very clearly remember, were the vegetable vendors. They used to enter but they knew what time the shop will open, and the coolies of the railway station. So what used to happen is they were the first to come into the shop, and it was a very nice thing, to see. They would come and sit in the front seats, and kind of these were the very important customers, and that's why I remember that the rates also were very low.
First there were taxi walas and middle class people. Then when we made that section, even taxi walas come, but high-fi people come. Means more upper middle class people come.
When you step out of Grand Road Station, you get the aroma of the cakes and bakery products. Tell me which human being will not take it, and very low prices. The items on display will vanish and again another round will come. Mawa cake was a hit, but every other item, any common man, you have. He also had early morning, 6 o'clock, maska pav and a cup of tea. Common people who could afford only that, would enjoy. They never had keema or other non-vegetarian item. Maximum was akuri, Parsi akuri, made of eggs. I have seen many poor people also waiting in the line and have that one cup of tea with maska pav and then go away.
However, with the decline of textile mills in 1980s, following a massive workers' strike and also the emergence of new industries, mill workers started leaving the city or moved to its outskirts. A massive blow to Irani cafes as they lost their biggest customer base.
We have got a bakery where there are workers from UP because they are good bakers, and the other workers are from here, Bihar.
I was very close to the workers also.
How many workers were there that time?
That time in the bakery, I can say that there must have been about 8 to 10 workers.
Okay,
as far
and
as
all of them are migrants?
Basically they were from UP, Bihar.
The shutting down of Merwan has distressed its former workers, who arrived in Mumbai decades ago and found work in Irani cafes. Govind Yadav from Jharkhand was a second-generation worker at Merwan, inheriting the work his father did here. Now he's lost his job.
गोविंद यादव मेरा नाम है, मैं 27 साल से काम कर रहा हूँ। तो मेरा इधर पिताजी भी काम करता था पहले। काम भी बहुत अच्छा था, मटेरियल भी सब मिलता था, ग्राहक लोग को बहुत पसंद था सब। अभी बंद हो गया, फिलहाल मावा केक था, समोसा था, बन मस्का, वेजिटेबल पेटीज। 27 साल अच्छा निकला, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, काम करता था आराम से सब गाँव वाले से।
The migration story.